Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Tarle from Tarle Speech, and I have your lunchtime lesson. I hope you all had a great weekend, and I really appreciate you all being here. Our lesson today is on three sounds. We're going to call these sounds nasals, and the reason we call them nasal sounds is because the air for these three sounds is going to move out of your nose. I grouped these three sounds together because they are challenging for many non native English speakers, especially at the end of words. And a lot of that is because they sound very similar. And in many languages, the N sound is the dominant sound for ending words, not as much the M or the NG sound. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So we have the M, N, and NG sounds, and here are their phonetic transcriptions. If you are listening to this as a podcast, you can jump on over to YouTube to watch this as well and see the slides as we are progressing through. I made a bit of a chart today, and I think this might help some of you to visualize the difference in these sounds. So let's take a look at row number 1, and that is the lips. What are your lips doing for these sounds? For the M sound, your lips are going to be closed. For the N, open. And for the NG, open. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to start with the M sound. Mm, My lips are closed. Now for the N and the NG, the lips will look almost exactly the same for these two sounds. Mm, mm, That's the N sound. And now here's the NG sound. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, those sound very similar and they look very similar. So what's another difference? Let's look at the tongue. For the M sound, your tongue is going to be neutral. So that means your tongue is just hanging out in the middle of your mouth. For the N sound, the tip of your tongue is going to touch the back of your top front teeth, very specifically the spot where your teeth meet the skin on the roof of your mouth. And for the NG sound, you have two options. The tip of your tongue can either touch the back of your bottom teeth, or it could just be pointed down or in the bottom of your mouth. All right, so let's take a look at those. So we have mm, mm, mm. So I'm going to get really close to the screen so you can see the N. So this is the N. Mm, mm, mm. And now for the NG. Mm, mm, mm. So N, NG. N is up, NG is down. Ng. For some of you, you're going to want to keep in mind, you will confuse this N sound with an L. The N and the L sound have the same tongue and lip position. So this is the L, oh, and this is the N. The difference is where the air moves. The air moves out of your nose for that N and out of the mouth for the L. We have a class on that last week, that L sound, if you are interested in learning a little more about that. The airflow for all of these sounds is going to come out of your nose. And here are some examples. Some, that's the M sound. Some. Sun is the N sound. Sun. And sung is the NG sound. Sung. So again, we have some, sun, sung. The words some and some S-O-M-E and S-U-M are pronounced exactly the same way. And the word sun and sun, S-O-N and S-U-N, are pronounced exactly the same. And sung, S-U-N-G, does not have a homophone. It's just pronounced sung with only one spelling. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about spellings. The M sound can be spelled with the letter M, as in my, M-N, like we see in the word autumn, or M-B, and this is at the end of words, in the word limb. So we have my, autumn, and limb. Spelling for N is mainly the letter N, like in no, NN in banner, and then we have a lot of silent letters here. KN, GN, and PN at the beginning of a word are always going to have a silent letter, and we're just going to say that N. So KN in knife, GN in gnome, and PN in pneumonia. So a lot of silent letters here for that N sound. And then for the NG, mainly it's spelled with a digraph. And a digraph, if you're new to my lessons, it's two written letters that equal one sound. So two written letters that equal one sound. And we mainly spell the NG sound with two letters, NG. So again, if we go back to the beginning, and I will show you that phonetic symbol one more time, we have two letters, NG equal one sound. It's that little N that has like that little G ending that kind of dips below the line. That is the phonetic symbol. So we do know that the NG, again, is two letters, one sound. I'm making kind of a big point of this because a lot of the mistakes that I hear is people will say for the word sing, sin, g. So they'll say the word sin and then add a G because they're reading both of those letters. And then sometimes I actually even hear people say sink instead of sing. Again, the mistake here is you're trying to add an extra sound. It's not coming out as a G, it's coming out as a K. And so that extra sound is causing maybe perhaps a misunderstanding. So again, two letters written as one sound. And we see the NG, like I said, but then sometimes we have this little crazy situation where if a word at the N is in the middle of a word, and then there is a K or a C after it, we're actually going to say an NG for that letter N. So we're going to say ankle and uncle. So that's that NG sound sneaking in there for that letter N. This actually might help you. The K and the G sound are made with the tip of your tongue down, back of your tongue pulled high up. K, g. The NG sound, ng, it's made in the exact same spot. Tip of the tongue is down, back of the tongue is pulled high up. So our brains are trying to make our mouth work as efficiently as possible. So we're going to say that NG sound to get ready for the next sound, that K sound. So we have ankle and uncle. All right. So hopefully that will help some of you remember it. All right. It is time for practice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the words and you just listen. And then you are going to repeat after me. All right. Is everyone ready? We have mad, might, mom, maybe, machine, human, plumber, family, summer, number, home, comb, stadium, diagram, maximum. Okay, now repeat after me. Again, if you're listening to this as a podcast, hop on over to YouTube if you want to see these words written down. Mad, might, mom, maybe, machine. And let's try all of those. Mad, might, mom, maybe, machine. And in the middle, repeat after me. Human, plumber, family, summer, number. And all together, human, plumber, family, summer, number. And at the end, home, comb, stadium, diagram, maximum, and all together, home, comb, stadium, diagram, maximum. All right. Now, for those of you watching, I know that the words are very little, but I want you to see my mouth while I say these sounds at the end of a word. The biggest mistake that I see with the M sound is at the end of words, and people will say the N instead of the M. So close your lips for this sound. Home, comb, stadium, diagram, maximum. All right, awesome job. All right, so again, for the M, lips are together. And now we are going to move on to the N sound. Okay, and now just listen to me say all of the words. News, nurse, night, 9, napkin, honey, enough, sunny, banana, animals, down, run, spoon, pen, open. And now repeat after me. News, nurse, night, 9, napkin. And all together, news, nurse, night, 9, napkin. And in the middle, repeat after me. Honey, enough, sunny, banana, animals, honey, enough, sunny, banana, animals. And at the end of words, the N sound. Down, run, spoon, pen, open. Down, run, spoon, pen, open. All right. And now for N at the end, I want you to see my face a little more. Again, the tip of my tongue is going to be behind my top front teeth. Down, run, spoon, pen, open. Another tip, hold your tongue there just an extra beat, an extra second. And that will help to make that sound a little bit longer because this sound in English is a little bit longer than it is in some other languages. And so that's going to help you to sound clearer and to have an N that sounds like a N that we would use in English. All right. And we have one more sound, the NG. The NG sound never happens in English at the beginning of a word. So we only have two lists to practice, in the middle and at the end of a word. One more thing, depending on who you're listening to and where they are from, the NG might be a little stronger, and you might hear more of a G sound from some native English speakers. So you will hear slight variations, but the key is here to make the sound different from the N and try to make it one sound as much as possible. All right, let's give it a try. And we have in the middle of words, let's just listen to all of them first, actually. Ankle, uncle, singing, songs, finger, lung, spring, laughing, sting, edging. All right, repeat after me. Ankle, uncle, singing, songs, finger. Ankle, uncle, singing, songs, finger. And now at the end of a word, lung, spring, laughing, sting, edging. Lung, spring, laughing, sting, edging. And one more time, let's try those sounds at the end of a word with you looking at my mouth more. Tip of the tongue is down, low for the sound. Back of the tongue is pulled high up. And I'm really going to try to show you my mouth for this. Lung, spring, laughing, sting, edging. Awesome work, everyone. Okay, now we are into practicing these sounds in sentences. So just listen. Mary and Mark, I have a mistake here, but we're going to go with it. Mary and Mary are making s'mores. Mary and Mary are making s'mores. 9-year-old Nancy colored 9 nests and 19 nightingales. 9-year-old Nancy colored 9 nests and 19 nightingales. Since it is raining, let's play ping pong. Since it is raining, let's play ping pong. Okay, repeat after me. Mary and Mary are making s'mores. Mary and Mary are making s'mores. 9-year-old Nancy colored 9 nests and 19 nightingales. 9-year-old Nancy colored 9 nests and 19 nightingales. Since it is raining, let's play ping pong. Since it is raining, let's play ping pong. And let's try those all one more time. Mary and Mary are making s'mores. Nine-year-old Nancy colored 9 nests and 19 nightingales. Since it is raining, let's play ping pong. All right. How are you doing? I bet you are all doing great. Now we are going to end with a fan favorite, some tongue twisters. Here we go. I'm going to read them both. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight. And Mary makes a mess most Mondays. Mary makes a mess most Mondays. All right. Repeat after me. Let's break this apart. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight. No need to light a night light on a light night like tonight. Okay, that is a really hard one. So give yourself a pat on the back if you did a great job. I'm sure you did. Just really take your time on that one. And let's try tongue twister number 2. Mary makes a mess most Mondays. Mary makes a mess most Mondays. Mary makes a mess most Mondays. Great job, everyone. I really appreciate your time and for you all being here. Just a quick reminder, M, your lips are closed. N, you touch the back of your top front teeth. N, your tongue is in the bottom of the mouth. All of the air moves out of your nose for these sounds. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next week. Take care. Have an amazing week.